What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you the new Yeeps Desert biome. Oh, that's a spoiler. Don't look at that. The new Yeeps Desert biome update. So, yeah, this is a lab, so you can't play it yet, but it will be out on Thursday, September 4th, I think. Last time I checked. So anyway, let's jump right into it. Okay, so this is the tech web. I had like 6,000 buck coins, and this is all I could buy. I got the minecarts over here, the creative blocks, quicksand, lizard, armadillo, fire stuff, and other stuff. So first, let's start with the minecart. So the minecart lets you ride on these rails. If the rails are painted glowing, they propel you forward. See, look at my speed, and then I accelerate. They're really fun to mess around with. Because if you get like, I think it only works with players, but I'll test it with an NPC. If you get an NPC on the rail, yeah, it actually launches them. So it works. Okay. And what's really cool also is that you can, bro, let me joystick turn. You can joystick turn and actually go on these. But then it snaps you back. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's also a pillow version which lets you build your own minecart tracks, but there's only a few versions of them. There's only the corner rail pillow and straight pillow. And then these are all the minecart tracks. There's so many. There's even diagonals. Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy. Okay, there's so many. Well, the first thing is a match. You light it on the ground and it burns. It's pretty cool. So then when you go over here, you get the fire bomb. This can light Yeeps on fire, so if you touch it, it blows up and it lights people on fire in a range. This does damage if there's health rule, and it also leaves these sparks. Now those sparks can light oil barrels, which are right here. And then there's also the grenade version and sticky bomb version. It's kind of like the smoke bomb that it explodes pretty fast, and then these fires are there. So next we have the lighter. Oh, I'm out of cotton. Where do I get cotton? I was saying, this is the lighter. You press the face button to open it, and then you press it again a few more times to light it. This does not cost cotton, and you can actually light stuff with it, and to close it you flick it and then it closes. So you can actually light matches. Yeah, it's nasty. And then you flick it to close it. So then you have the fire axe. It's kind of just like an axe. Then you have a flamethrower trap, which is pretty cool. And then you have the actual flamethrower. You pull it and it flamethrowers. It doesn't have that big of a range, so like, use it well. So now I'm gonna show you these two animals. So I have the two eggs right here. I don't remember which is which. I think this one's armadillo, so let me spawn it. So that's what the armadillo looks like. Seems kind of friendly, unless you, yeah, then it curls up into a ball. And as you can see, the fire burns it. So then this is the fire lizard. I think it spits fire at you. It's also immortal to the fire. Oh, they're angry. They're angry. They are angry. Okay. Ooh, copper. Okay. So then, quicksand, which I'll show you later. Then there's the flare gun, which I'll show you right now. So this is the flare gun. If you shoot it, it shoots a fireball. And then if it shoots for a while, I think it explodes. Maybe. It does not explode, but it like burns people that get hit by it. Can't shoot myself, sadly. It's 100 cotton. But yeah, this is pretty cool. It's kind of like a flamethrower, but you can just like infinite range. And it won't let me eat it. So then there are paints. There are a bunch of different paints, especially these two, which were previously unobtainable. So we got the gold one and then the lime green one. That basically makes my private world not rare. So that's so fun. And then we have glowing yellow, which is different than the glowing paint on the starter tech web, or suburbs, or whatever you want to call it. And then, yeah. So, you actually don't get refunded if you light it and then eat it. That's something cool. So then, we went over this, over that. Okay, so now for this stuff. So you got an alarm, which when powered, it just does wee or something. Then there's a fire sensor. If there's fire nearby, it outputs. Then we have the alarm light. Kind of goes like spins in a circle with the red light. Here are like stealable paintings and stuff. I think, yeah, they output when it's stolen. And yeah, I'll show you more of these. Why is there a banana? Okay, so then you got the boomerang, which I'll show you, the revolver and revolver ammo, and then outlaw mode. There are 2 new maps, which I know of so far. The third one is not released to lab rats yet, so yeah. So then you have the fire extinguisher, which, well, I guess you can guess from the name. I don't know if you can put out matches. So you light the match, you pull it, and it puts out matches. You can also fly with it, but they patched a fly glitch, so that's sad. Hold up, let me do that again. So this is really cool because, oh, also one thing with the matches, once you light it and wait a bit, it'll actually like burn out of your hand, which is pretty cool. So then you have the terrain paint, the other terrain paint, and the other terrain paint. Yeah, see, it went out of my hand. Okay, we got burnt match. Okay, so anyway, so now the boomerang and the revolver. So this is the boomerang. If you throw it, it'll fly back to you. And then it will actually like hover for a second so you can catch it. Oh, but if it hits a wall, it won't fly back. It also, if it hits a player, like... Oh, wait, it does come back? I thought it didn't. So then we have the revolver. It's also pretty expensive. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll show you guys the new maps after I get the revolver. So, this is the revolver. As you can see, you can't shoot it. But if you press a face button, I don't know which face button it is. It's any face button. Then, you can load ammo into it. I'm just using these since it's convenient. But you'll actually have to buy them. And, oh, I don't know how much cotton it costs. But, yeah, you can actually mix it up also if you press it. So then you turn it to the side to close it. And then you can mix it up so you can basically play Russian roulette. And then the bullets actually bounce. See, like, if I go all the way there, look at how far it bounces. That's crazy. Can I shoot too? I can shoot too. But sadly, we run out of bullets, so time for Russian roulette. Oh, okay. Time for the fun part. You know what? Let's do this guy. Okay, you first. Okay. Okay. Ah. I am so bad at that. Yeah, so this is the revolver. This is probably my favorite one in the update, but the fire is also cool. So then, oh, I forgot to mention, we have flammable carpet, which basically burns. I'll show you that in a second. And then, yeah, that's all the gadgets. Time for the first new map. The first new map will be Cops and Robbers. Cops and Robbers. Best transition ever. So basically, there's neutral people, cops, and robbers. So you go to the sheriff's office to become a cop, or you go over to the hideout to become a robber. So these are the barrels I was talking about. So say I grab let me grab a lighter. Hold up, let me grab a fire extinguisher. So if I light it, then look it explodes, and then I can put out the fire. Okay, and then the robber's base is right here. You join the team, and then you get into the robber base. To win, you have to collect 5 loot, but I know where all of them are, except for the banana. I have no idea where the banana is. So let me get... Oh, also, there's 3 new creative items. There's the bubble thingy, which lets you get a 5th and 6th bubble. Then there's also the team restrictor, and then there's also the team health pack. So if you don't want a team to get health packs, you can just make it like every other team. So then the robber's goal is to rob the bank. Oh, this is also the flammable thing. So if you light it, it burns. Okay. Yep. So it burns. Yeah. There's a ton of secret passageways. So basically, if you open this door, you can run over here. You can steal a painting, but then the alarm will go off. But see, this is the light. So if you grab a key, that's the siren. So you can put it into the vault. Boom. So there's the chalice, then there's the necklace, and then there's the bag of money. So yeah. I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for this map. There's also a few other stuff, like another robber's base. Let me fly up there real quick. Another robber's base up there, kinda, maybe. And then there's cactuses also. Forgot to mention that. Oh, there's also quicksand. Let me go to there. So there's this fun minecart track. Whee! Into the cactus. Nice. So this is quicksand. It might not look like quicksand, but that's because it's not quicksand. But over here it is. So you kind of sink down, and when your head's below, you like drown. But if you swim, you can get your head above, and then barely survive. It's not like super deadly, but could be good for hiding secret bases. So yeah, now onto the second new map, which has another new game mode. Wow, I didn't realize this was its own game mode. How is this a game mode exactly though? That's how I'm confused. Also, if you run over here, this is the prison. This is where the robbers spawn if they die. Oh, also the cops have 2 bubbles, a bat, and a pellet gun. So in here, the robbers can wait for the timer to open the door, or they can get a key to revive. But yeah, and then in the cop room, this is all the stolen goods. This is where you respawn, and this is if you want to free the robbers, which opens the gate. So yeah, I guess now onto the other map. So this is the other map. It's outlaw. So basically one person gets chosen now as the outlaw, and they have to like run away from literally everyone else. So yeah, this map has like water. Oh, I'm the outlaw. I get 10k con. So it has water which puts out fire. So if I set this alight and then get set on fire, I can literally just run into the water and I get put out, which is pretty cool. So there's not too much to the map, but yeah, there's some buildings. There's a sheriff who does not want to be put on fire. Aw, that doesn't work. Don't worry, bro. I got other ways of putting you on fire. Ow. No, wrong one. Okay, my bad. But yeah, this is another example of the barrels. You can see they explode. So yeah, there's a bunch of buildings, and if you die, you respawn here, and you have to wait for 3 of the big timers, which is either a minute or 45 seconds. Yeah, this is the key to get an instant respawn. Over here we have like a marketplace area. I'm on fire again. Let's go. So fun. So this is a team only thing. You have to be on the same team to have it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the update. I probably forgot something, so I'll just include it right now. Subscribe, or the next time you log on to Yeeps, this will happen.